come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Cleveland Browns. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Fields. That one to the former Brown, Jarvis Landry. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's going to let this one go deep. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're going to get this up to midfield. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
They'll start out here with the option left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2nd and 11 now. Fields. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First down, here's the run from Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he's got some space, but he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Watson. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Watson now to throw. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 19. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. From the red zone now, Watson. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They'll run with Chubb. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, Fields. Throwing for Montgomery. He's got him on the out route. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Fields. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
Dancing to his left. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before it's brought down. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's going to have the hook up the shorts. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Play fake, now Fields to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To the air again, Fields. This is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jarvis Landry, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. From the 29, Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Watson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 2nd and 3 from the 9. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Quick throw completed by Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return near the... They'll mark him down officially at the 34. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they'll...
Fields hit and the ball is loose. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
This one caught out wide by Landry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Here comes Grant on the return. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Now Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Chubb on the counter. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here's Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From the 22, Fields. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's the backup Simeon. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Returnable for Grant. A 55-yard punt that time with a return of about 14. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Watson off play action. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And some room to maneuver. 69 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Chubb, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. In motion, the tight end. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. York able to send this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. He'll get that complete to Khalil Herbert. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fields on first down. Net open. That's Byron Pringle complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Fields. Going deep here for Landry. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown. Jarvis Landry ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bears have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Well, remember now, no overtime in the preseason, but where the score's at now, overtime would be unlikely. If these guys can put it in the end zone here, they'd be looking pretty good. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Watson. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now Watson. Completes to Njoku. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Watson to throw. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. To throw, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here's Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be brought down, still a yard or two short even of the first down. So things looking bleak here. They've got to convert on 4th.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. All eyes on Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. 3 seconds remain. This a chance to at least salvage a tie. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So, Charles, this is a game that certainly had some intrigue, but I think you and I both agree. We like the decision to not play overtime in preseason and just call it a draw.
Partner, I want to meet the person who disagrees with this decision, and I just wonder what took so